Hello, beautiful souls. What's good? How you been? What's up? What's new? Comment below. Let me know. I want to know. Tell me. Tell me. Comment how you been. If you're from Winnipeg, you're still in lockdown. Toronto family, Ontario. How have you been? So I'm just gonna jump into the video. We're just gonna jump in. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe as we're getting into things. I love hearing your guys' feedback. It's important. It's important. You guys are my family. Let me know what's good. Keep it real with me. So let's just get into things. So if you're following me on Instagram, you noticed that I posted something big yesterday. Follow me on Instagram. Right here. So I posted this photo. Look at her. She's so beautiful. So yesterday, I finally posted a picture of me. And I know that sounds really weird, but social media isn't real life. What you see is what people want you to see. And when it comes to my body and body image and all that stuff, I have been posting what I want you guys to see. But this is me. So briefly, I'm just going to explain where these beautiful battle wounds come from. So if you haven't tuned into like my last video, it was my chronic illness video. I explained where I got these from. I explained all of that. So I suffered from ulcerative colitis, which led into me getting my colon removed, and then I had a reconstruction surgery of a J pouch on the inside after I had an ileostomy. So that is where all of those scars come from, all of my battle wounds. So it has taken me a very, very long time to even be able to talk about this, to be able to show people. Nobody has ever seen my scars except for obviously my boyfriend. And I recently even just showed my family members, like they hadn't even have seen my scars, which like kind of made me realize, like, I am not, am I open enough about this? Are people really seeing the real me when it comes to this? And I honestly, I know it's time. I know it was time for me to debut what really makes me me. And it's funny because when you are showing so much of yourself, you want to do it in the best way. I thought of many ways. I'm like, I'm gonna have a photo shoot, I'm gonna book one, I'm gonna all these things. I even took photos like a month ago, and I don't know what happened. It's all about timing. It's all about when you feel right. But my battle wounds is something that it took me a very long time to love. A very, very long time to love. I suffered from body dysmorphia immensely. I can't express to you how scary body dysmorphia can be. But once you find the light out of that, you just realize how crazy body image can be, how crazy self-love, how crazy that is, and how hard it is. So I got these scars when I was 15, and then again when I was 17. My dog is crying. I apologize.
Just jump on the couch. You can do it.
I need to do a whole video on this boy's life. But anyways, so I got in these scars when I was 15. My second scars I got when I was 17, and that was one of the most hardest times to go through body changes to this extent. I hid my body for a long time. I refer to myself as butchered that is literally how I would express myself. That's how what I would say when I didn't want to wear a bikini. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just butchered down there. And I remember when I had finished my surgeries and my doctor, my surgeon, she said that I can always go back and get plastic surgery to minimize all of this. And that's something I thought about for a long time. I mean, that was really awful to hear at first because I was like, oh, you guys not do a very good job. But I realized there's so many other things that come into play when you're very, very skinny, when you don't have a lot of skin to stretch back. Things don't always, medical wise, things don't always turn out the way that you want to for the best outcome, and that's okay. That is okay. It wasn't okay for me for a little bit. Like, I struggled with myself, like, you know, but I'm only human. I even have days now where I hate my body, but then again, I'm only human. But I have come so far. I have come so far, and the fact that I'm sitting here talking about this blows my mind. And the huge reason why I want to talk about this is because of what I have dealt with from people who, I don't know how to explain this, like what I've dealt with from strangers and how much their comments have affected me. And these are positive comments. So I'm just going to show you guys first, and I just want to explain my scarring a little bit. Sorry, I'm watching the time. I don't want to make this too long. But and I'm not editing too much. I'm just going to put this out as reaction. This is my cute outfit. I'm wearing a crop top today. I just bought this from Winners. This is my little tattoo. So yesterday was the Gutsy Walk. I'll leave the link in my bio. We are still taking donations. That's very important to help me and my community just find better days, find a cure. That is what we are aiming for. So yesterday was the Gutsy Walk. I had a great time. I was really sad I didn't get to act. There wasn't an actual event because of lockdown, but I made the best out of it, and my team and everyone who donated made the best out of it too. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who supports me and who bigs me up and hypes me up. I love you guys. I know a lot of people are now finding out all of these things about me that I have never shared. I've always been like pointed as like, oh, she's so cute, she's so confident, ABBBC, which is like Instagram angles. You want my confidence? My confidence are angles. I take photos for a living, guys. Don't let that stuff fool you. Really, don't let Instagram fool you. Instagram is not real life. No. Which is why I'm here. Okay, let's get into it. So right now you can see, like, I'm just wearing a crop top. I'm wearing a crop top. I was so happy that I could still wear crop tops. You could not tell. I just have my belly button piercing. I've had my belly button pierced like 2 times. The first time it like ripped. I was like 14 and I got it done the first time. And then I re-got it done when I was like 16. No, I lied. I think I got this done when I was 13, and then I got it re-pierced like a year later because it ripped out within like the first month. Anyways, oh my god, off topic. I need to make a whole video about my piercings and tattoos and all that stuff. I got some pretty crazy stories. Okay, so this is my ileostomy scar. So this is where I had my small bowel protruding out, and then that is how I used the bathroom after I had my colon removed. So I had an ileostomy here, which some people call it an ostomy. There are different terms for different illnesses and different surgeries, so that's why I'm calling it that. So this is where that came from. So that was the first surgery, and then my second surgery was the reconstruction. Again, head to my other video and it'll explain all that stuff. Or I'll be past Sarah. Time travel will be explaining what I'm talking about now. Just time travel. So this is the second surgery. And this is just me. I can never do anything seriously, like even showing my scars, like such a serious moment. I can't even do that. So this is my second surgery. So this scar right here is a scar that I have been battling with for the last 6 years. This guy, me and her have been fighting. But I won. Let me tell you, I won. So this is where I had my reconstruction. This is where they opened me up to reconstruct my J pouch, or my small bowel, sorry, my small bowel into a J pouch. And that is how I'm able to use the bathroom like everybody else right now. And then this scar is just from my drainage. So obviously when you have immense surgery, when they open you up quite a bit, draining is important. You need to drain out. So that's where this came from. It's actually funny. So my boyfriend actually saw my drain being removed, and I think that was probably really traumatizing for him, because I mean your drain after surgery is about like this long, and it's like inside you, and it's really interesting. So that's me. This is me. This is me, guys. This is me. So as you can tell here, it's like a little, I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of like an indent in. I kind of noticed that because I was so skinny at the time, they used multiple methods to close me up. So it wasn't just, they didn't just stitch me up. They actually had glued my skin back together the best that they could. Yeah. And so this scar, actually, it goes all the way down into here. I'm not gonna show my pum pum on YouTube. No. Please don't do that. I mean, I guess to each your own. If you wanna do that, do that. Go ahead. If YouTube lets you, do you, woo. Do you. Tag me, I wanna see it. So yeah, this is me, guys. This is me. Okay, let's put them away now, and let's talk about what is the most important thing to me about sharing my scars and what I dealt with and what made my self-love journey so hard to get to where I am today. So as most of you guys know, I love fashion, I love styling, I love makeup. I have grown up around beautiful women, all of that stuff. All of that good stuff. That is me. That's my identity. So that's how people see me. People see me as a pretty face. People see me nice hair. You know what I mean? Like, my whole entire life was extremely image-based. One of my family members, when I wanted to get the surgery, what I had mentioned in my other video, they just expressed like, that's not a way to live, like having a pouch on your body, like having a bag on your body. That was extremely damaging body image wise, because that's all I thought about. That's all I thought about for a really long time. I hid myself, I stopped hugging people. This is actually really upsetting, but I had a really, really close friend in high school, and like I would always hug her. I'm such a hugger. Anybody knows me, I'm such a hugger. Like if I am comfortable with you, I'm like, ooh, like let's touch, blah blah blah. And when I first got it done, I actually like had to do not touch me. It was really awkward. It really like, I just felt bad. It was just such an awful situation, and that's like really what my life became. I stopped hugging people, I stopped touching people. I was like, oh my gosh, who would want to touch me? Who would want to see this? This is disgusting, honestly. And then when I would get online and I would research more, at 15, that was hard. Like that was hard. I don't even have anything to say. Like it was just hard. I did not see any other 15-year-old. It was all older people, which kind of like which is why like I want to I want to be some sort of face where like this, you can look like this at any age, like any age. It's not old people, because that's so damaging to young women and men. When you're 15, like your adolescence, that's the most important time for growth, for self-love, for all of those things. A little off topic, but, or I went a little, like I always do. But so being in the beauty industry my entire life, I have been drenched in compliments. But it's not always the best when you're battling through loving your body that looks like this, that doesn't look like everybody else's. I have styled many women, I've helped women find wardrobes, and when I am trying to relate to them, I mean, us women, we all have insecurities, we all battle through things, whether you have children and your body is completely different, whether you have just gained more weight, you've lost more weight, just all of these things, right? And I, based on how I look, could never relate. I would be told, you're so pretty, you don't know what I'm talking about, or look at your body. What would you know? Like literally, these are what people say to me. Like, what would you know? You don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. And you know, like, obviously they're doubting me in a compliment, and I do take it in. I'm like grateful that I get these compliments. But when you're battling with something like this that nobody knows about, I can't express to you the saying of be kind, you never know what somebody is going through, what that means. This is this example. This is the perfect example. So while you're telling somebody, oh, you're amazing, blah, 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 never tell somebody you can't relate. Like, oh, you can't relate, because they probably can if they say they can, you know? So that was a huge reason why I never decided to share with anybody my scars, because I felt like they wouldn't understand. I felt like they already didn't understand based on mindset. I'm the type of person where I observe quite well. If I don't think you can comprehend something, not everybody is able to relate to what you relate to. Not everybody is able to understand what you understand. Nobody thinks the way that you think. So I tread lightly in that aspect. So when people are making these comments and you're trying to love yourself and you have been through the ringer, that puts even more pressure on you. That puts even more like, what's wrong with me? I spent so many years just like, what is wrong with me? There's something wrong with my brain. I relied on so many other things for self-confidence. I relied on my boyfriend. I relied on looking at other people. I relied on intimacy. I thought that was like a way, to build my confidence. Like, if somebody wants to be intimate with me, then that means like I'm beautiful, or that means that I'm up to par with the world. But like, that is not the case. That is not the case. I am 23 in October, and it's taken me till I've been 23 in October to show the world that this is me. I'm gonna put the picture here again. And it's just crazy. Like, honestly, it's just crazy. Like just looking back, I know that little Sarah would be absolutely so proud of where I am headed and how far I have come from how I used to think before. And that is where self-love journey is not hard. And that is where I am here for anybody who's battling loving yourself. Because you're not going to love your body every single day. No. It's actually hard for me to get on Instagram and for me to go through pictures of all of these amazing bodies. But I know that the more I admire them, the less that I think of myself. And that is where I have changed my whole whole introductory on social media and who I follow. Ladies and gentlemen, your following and who shows up on your feed is one of the most important thing. I love to mute people. I love to block people. I love to unfollow. I do not live at the normal Instagram social media. I'm not like there anymore. Like I used to be all about that stuff, all about body image and like if you know what I'm talking about, comment below, because Instagram can be a really scary place body image wise. And that's what I dealt with that as soon as I got my pouch. I had been dealing with that. And I didn't have the support system to tell me otherwise. I didn't really do any counseling, any of that stuff. So I've spent years counseling myself. I have spent years being my own therapist. My boyfriend has spent years being my therapist. He's very real with me, which I appreciate. Sometimes having yes men in your corner is like a no. Like I need people to say it how it is, people that are real, people that are unfiltered, because I'm very unfiltered myself. And that's just what it is. This video was like so random, but I just wanted to like make this video behind a picture because Instagram is not real. And you may think that I think oh my god, she's so confident, like she posted this picture of herself, but it took me really, really long to get there. So many things around me damaged me to get there, you know, but this is me, and I finally feel like I'm living my truth. I finally feel like if I didn't show the world my scars, I didn't feel like I was being real. You know, and like I said, like I am all about being real and raw. Like what I want to put out in my social media influencer journey that I'm trying to take is I just want to put out real and rawness. Like there's so much BS going on in this like social media game. Like where are all the real people at? If there are none, I'm gonna be it. You know, like body image is the first thing when you hop on to social media, and it is a lie coming from someone who hid their body for years. I'm telling you right now, you know? So I feel like this video is getting too long, but these are gonna be like updates on in my life, and I just wanted to share with the world like my real life battles, that posting this picture took so much out of me. And like I am so grateful for my realness mindset right now, and I'm so grateful for all of the love and support that I got on this picture. I mean, like even if I got 5 likes on it, that still would mean the world to me. But it's just kind of like the aspect of, I feel like people like really see that this whole entire time there has been so much more than me. And I think that's what we all need to show, is that there's so much more than the surface level. There's so much more. And I just want everybody to enter 2022 leaving 2021 with real expectations for life, with real expectations for themselves. I just want, if others aren't gonna do it, I want to be a step closer to putting out real and raw lives. You get it. You got it. I just want to be real and raw and open, and I just wanted to give you guys some insight behind my scars and my photo. Again, Instagram's not real. And that's why I came here to talk to you guys. That is not real. I think I've said that a million times. But I am gonna end this video. I'm gonna go and finish off my errands for the day. I just didn't feel right not making this video. So whether it's a reaction video, let's talk about it. Regardless, this is me, and thank you for loving me like I love me.